What happens when your private life becomes public? Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. So I got to thinking about movie stars, TV stars, well-known people, and how their private lives often get displayed publicly, and how that may be so very, very difficult. You know, people all love their good side to show. And yet some people don't want their whole life to show. Some things are private. Maybe they're going through a difficult time in their relationship and now it's all over the tabloids. Maybe something happened and they've got an illness of some kind and now it's being displayed all over the news. I remember when Farrah Fawcett got cancer, and it became public knowledge before she wanted it out there. Somehow somebody had found her records, and one of the magazines got a hold of those and published that information. And it was very hurtful to her at the time. Things like that can happen. I remember a man that I knew in town. I didn't know him as a friend, but he was an acquaintance. And he ended up in a big scandal. He was kind of a prominent figure in that town, and he ended up making a mistake, and it became very, very public. And so what happens when your private life becomes public? Well, it feels like you've been violated. It feels like people are making assumptions and judgments about you, and yet they don't maybe know the whole story. They're only getting part of it. They're getting the sensationalism. You know, when we put labels on people, it boxes people in, it defines them. And so does the way people interpret scandal or whatever. There are people behind those images. You know, like Farrah Fawcett was a real person. The man who had the mess up in his town became very public, what he was going through. And yet we have to remember those are people. Those are people with hearts and emotions and families. How does it affect their family? So be very mindful when you pick up a tabloid or when you pick up a magazine or you see something on the internet that's really derogatory about someone else. Remember, you may not be getting the whole story. You're probably only getting a fraction of the story that the people writing that article or showing that article want you to see. And remember, there are real people behind those public figures, okay? From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.